Thank you everybody for being here. I'm Mwaja. I'm the Vice President at the newly Science Center on the riverfront, the Luminarium, Kiewit Luminarium. So today I'm going to talk in 7 minutes about For the Love of Learning. Clearly everybody in here has some type of love for learning. That's why you signed up to be here. So when do we experience deep learning? So deep learning does not happen in schools, and we know that the type of deep learning experiences we need, and to be able to get that, unfortunately, it's not in our classrooms. So in our classrooms, we are there to kind of read what's in the book, maybe take a test that's from elementary school, middle school, all the way to college. We know that to get a space to get that deep learning and understanding of any topics, of any culture, you need more than a classroom. You need spaces like national parks. You need to be able to have membership or access to museums. You need to be able to maybe take trips to go to see a musical or whatever that might look like. We know that in order to have that, you have to have resources. So a lot of families and people in our communities do not have resources to do that, which means there's a large gap of a lot of students and also individuals who are curious adult learners that don't have time or experiences to get that deep learning. So let's take STEM for example. Obviously, I do work in a science museum. So when we take a STEM learning in formal spaces in our classrooms, we know that STEM is about high stakes and it's very competitive. When you're in the classroom, it's about getting the right answer. It's about, am I getting that A? Am I a B student? I want to go to X college. What do I do? So we tend to facilitate students or learners in learning what's in the book and memorization instead of actually taking time, learning in different ways and different styles. So when you think about it, our schools and the formal setup in our colleges or any other spaces that are formal, it's almost like we're weeding out students, because instead of students really having that enjoyable time and taking their time to understand something deeply and passionately, they are rushing and memorizing because they want to be in the next space. So how do we create spaces to experience deep learning for everybody? So in order to experience deep learning, there are a few items that I'm going to kind of go through that kind of facilitate that. When you go into a space, no matter what it looks like, could be at a museum like the Luminarium, could be at the zoo, could be at the classroom, could be at any extracurricular activities, when you have people who look like you, who are welcoming, that is always a good feeling. That means when you're able to also see leaders that look like you, middle managers, people who are making decisions, and even your frontline staff, so that you're able to create that community that is a place where you experience that deep learning. When you are feeling not judged, when you're not judged, when you're accepted, and when you're welcome to a space, when you can come close and ask questions, and you feel comfortable that you're not going to be judged, you have a better, your body, your brain as a whole helps you open up to a better way of learning, of receiving that information. When you are celebrated and you have a sense of belonging, that's another key thing of when you feel that deep learning for you. When you have a sense of belonging, you feel less lonely in that place. Your anxiety goes down. You're actually more engaged. You're able to, oh. Oops. Problem solving is celebrated in those spaces. So you're able to take your time. There's no judgment, so a safe place of belonging. You're able to try things either in an hour, in 30 minutes, in 2 hours, and in the space of a museum that's close to your place or any other places you have that you can go back multiple times knowing there's no judgment, and you can go and tinker and figure out whatever problem or thing that you want to discover. You also want to go somewhere where you feel you have a community, knowing that you're not alone, knowing that there are people there who are going to support you, who are going to give you that helping hand. So places like that are places where deep learning happens, and we all crave that deep learning. So think about it, we're all adults in here. We have hobbies, we have passions, and I have to say for myself, there's a few things I really, really like to do. And during COVID, I had time. We worked from home. So I taught myself how to be a beekeeper. I grew herbs and made tinctures and oils. I taught myself how to knit hats and all of those things. So I had time to actually deep dive and not feel anxious or where I have to finish things, because that's the world we live in, where we need to do that. So if you think about STEM learning in schools, what was it like for you? Did you have a community? Did you have support? Were you afforded the deep learning that we all need in order to strive? So in order to have deep learning, we need to have access. In Omaha, we have a lot of philanthropy that supports a lot of maybe after school programs and spaces for us to be and enjoy learning. But we need to pay attention when we build those spaces. Are we giving access to everyone that is in need of that deep learning and a space for them to feel comfortable, to have it be their own and be welcomed? We know a lot of students of color that are brown, that go to public schools, they do not get as many opportunities. So at Kiewit Luminarium, we are a place where our membership model is for access for no matter who you are, where you live, and where you come from. You're able to come into our space and have a portal of different things that you can learn, where you have elements that are supported for you. We offer a diverse of exhibits that fit everyone, that is also mapped out to your individual strengths. So you, if you're 6 years old, if you're 99 years old, our space is a place where you can come and experience that deep learning. Thank you.